Sandy Springs, Georgia has high hopes and high aspirations. In 2005, Sandy Springs finally gained city status after a 30-year struggle. Its plan? To create a 21st century government model by outsourcing a range of municipal services to private sector company CH2M Hill.
We realized that our legislation had passed for the city of Sandy Springs. We started focusing, well, how are we going to run this city? We were all attuned to the private sector anyway. That is more or less the tenor, I think, of this total community anyway. So it just made sense to us that in terms of speed and in terms of efficiency, that was the way to go.
As we went through our prioritization and goal-setting processes, it became very clear early on that our citizens expected that we provide government services a different way. The expectation was that customer service would be at the top of the pyramid, and that's our overarching theme, is that we're here to provide good customer service.
At the heart of that ethos is a 24/7 call centre, which handles 17,000 calls per month. Being able to reach a live person whenever residents call is one of the biggest changes of the new government.
It's a call center that is highly trained, and so if a person calls in and has a problem, the call center knows to whom the call needs to be directed. And so then we keep track of those calls and make sure that all the inquiries get answered, and that's monitored. So the people feel this is a very responsive system because they get an answer to their questions, which is unusual in government.
Responding to customer need, the City Council and community have adopted 4 goals and priorities: public safety, transportation, a parks and recreation programme, and improvements to infrastructure, including new paving on the streets, stormwater requirements and traffic light synchronisation. In its first year alone, the Public Works Department completed 3,000 work order requests.
One of the most amazing things about the Public Works Department is that they've taken the same amount of width of a road and put additional lanes into it. And that has moved traffic. Without a lot of capital expenditure, we've been able to increase the number of lanes.
Public safety is also high on the agenda, with the establishment of a new city fire and police department, with twice as many police officers being deployed on the streets.
We've seen significant improvement in response time, as well as a dramatic reduction in Part 1 crime, so we have a safer community. We have a police presence that's in our neighborhood that we have not had in years past, so we're very pleased with that. We've been able to start an EMS-based fire department where we saw incidents of cardiac arrest survival rates increase from less than 1% to over 13% in 1 year.
But it's not just local residents who've seen a significant improvement in government services. The business community have also benefited from the city's newfound status.
Having a business in Sandy Springs is a good value because you have access to the government. Here you have access to the administrative support of the government, which CH2M Hill has been doing. And the access is much greater than it was when it was an unincorporated area in Fulton County.
It's this streamlining and efficiency that has proved so successful in Sandy Springs. And with a reserve of $13 million at the end of 2007, the city is delivering real value for money for its citizens. So much so that other cities in the metro Atlanta area will follow Sandy Springs' lead and outsource their government services.
The Sandy Springs private service contract concept has worked because we were able to recruit the top-notch professionals, give them a clear mission, and deploy very quickly. In the governmental setting, it would have taken 2 years to accomplish the same thing we did in 100 days.
We've been very, very pleased. We feel that our services are more efficient at a lower cost than if we were running a typical civil service. We have more flexibility. We have the ability to reach out to their staff at a higher level for specialized services. And we have a way of sharing with the other cities if you don't need somebody full-time. And it's just more efficient. The services have just improved tremendously, and the people see it.